everybody! In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this look using the Urban Decay Naked Palette. This golden smoky eye will fit almost to any occasion and all eye colors, so let's just jump right into it. Starting with a clean, moisturized face, let it set for a few minutes and start with priming your face. For my lids, I used Urban Decay's Primer Potion and spread it all over my eye area. To spread the primer, you can use a brush or your fingers. I much rather use my fingers. I feel like I have much more control and I can do a thin, even layer all over the eye. Next step, I'm taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, spreading it roughly all over the lid. It doesn't have to be neat because it's all gonna be blended. Using the color Naked on a fluffy brush, apply this right in the crease and a little bit above. Using windshield wiper motion, apply the color in the crease, make sure you blend well and that it is not patchy. This look is all about the blending, so you'll see me reaching for this brush over and over again. Using the ring finger, I'm applying face powder onto the brow bone. This will give a matte highlight and blend the crease color together. Using the face powder and the color Naked, I'm blending them both out again. Since I've lost a lot of the white intensity from all of the blendings I've done, I'm gonna add a little bit more into the center of the lid to make the next step and the color appear much more vibrant. With a flat shader brush, I applied both the colors Sidecar and Half Baked on the center of my lid. Leave the corners blank and don't go above the crease line. As you can see, I'm tapping the brush, that way I have less fallout on my face. Taking an angled blending brush, I applied the color Virgin into the inner corner, pulling it a little bit into the crease. All I do in this step, I add more Naked into the crease and blend the color Virgin with Naked. In this step, I took the small tapered blending brush, the E45, and applied the color Buck right into the crease. Using a small flat shading brush, I took the color Dark Horse and applied it into the outer corners of the lids. Taking a matte dark chocolate brown color onto a small tapered blending brush, apply the color right into the crease. And back to the blending brush, blend all the colors in the crease again. I've decided to take the Naked color and add it into the crease. And right after it, I took a clean blending brush and just blended it all out again. Using a pencil brush, I applied the brown color again onto the crease, more precisely onto the outer corners of the eye, trying to make a sharp triangular shape. Using the same brush and a matte black eyeshadow, apply it on the outer corners and define the outer V. Back with the E60 brush, apply both the colors Sidecar and Half Baked onto the center of the lid. This step blends all the colors evenly together. Back with the E55 and the Dark Horse color, pretty much all I do is just blend the outer corners. I've added some of the Naked color and applied it onto the crease, and again, blending is the key. Here I took the color Buck again and applied it right into the crease to to warm up the complexion. Taking a small angled brush and the black shadow, define the lash line. Using shadow instead of gel will make the look much softer. I wanted the outer V to look sharper, so I just lined the lid as if I was using a gel eyeliner and blended the edges out. Next step, I applied the color buck onto the lower lash line. Choosing any brush, I chose the E60. Apply the color Sidecar and Half Baked onto the center of the lower lash line. Same like in the top, use the color Dark Horse onto the outer edge of the lower lash line. Using your favorite black eye pencil, tightline and waterline. Apply a little bit on the top lash line. This makes the lashes look much fuller. Never forget to curl the lashes, it makes a huge difference. Mascara time. If you want to keep the lashes very curled, I would suggest using a waterproof formula. This will make them stay curled all day long. I like layering mascaras. I like using a lengthening one and a volumizing one. This way I feel like I get both. No look is complete without the brows. Fill in the brows the way you like. I like using the darker color on the arch working outwards, and the lighter color onto the rest of the brow. I like the inner parts of my brow to look soft. Quick tip, if you want the brows to look very natural, don't do the inner part that close to the nose very sharp. And bam, look at the difference. Comb the brows and set them in place. I used a waxy brow pencil. In the next step, take a thin fiber brush and dip it in the white base shade. Apply it right underneath the brow, and then just seamlessly blend it. Then apply the light face powder on top. This gives a very nice effect. And the eyes are done. I would suggest taking a baby wipe, wiping underneath the eyes and making sure that you cleaned all the fallout. Choose your favorite foundation and dot it on your face. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use my fingers. For some reason I've decided this time to blend with my fingers. This shade of foundation is a little bit too light for me right now, but don't worry, we can work it all out. And because I like complicating things, I've took my foundation brush and just blended I don't know what. And the next step is our concealer. Apply underneath your eyes and on any places you would like to cover. I've also applied a tiny little bit on the bridge of the nose so it's a little bit lighter and it's easier to contour later. And of course, blend it into the foundation. Then I used an illuminating and a highlighting concealer to brighten underneath the eyes. And there is another tip, don't you ever put this thing on your blemishes. Instead of covering them, you will just make them pop and shine. And of course, blending again. Apply a lighter shade of powder underneath the eyes and any areas that you would like to highlight. Using a big clean powder brush, just take off the excess and blend it all out. Taking the brush you get from all of the drugstore blushes that you will absolutely never use for applying blush actually works really well for contouring. Use a matte bronzer, apply some underneath your cheekbones and a tiny little bit underneath the lip. I never throw things away, I think I can always find something of purpose. Following with some bronzer where the hairline is. Contour and sharpen the jaw to make a slimmer look and blend it so it's not as visible. If you're not sure where to contour your cheekbones, you just can feel the bone and apply right underneath it. Don't you ever go past the eyes because you just want to gently contour, not make stripes on your face. Plus, put most of the color close to the ears, pulling it into the center of the face. Taking a fluffy angled brush, apply some more of the bronzer and blend. Always place the bronzer closer to the ear and pull it inwards because you don't want a patch of bronzer in the center of your cheek. As you can see right now, I don't look as white as I looked when I just applied the foundation, and this is all thanks to the bronzer. Apply a very thin line of bronzer onto the edges of the bridge of the nose. Just sculpt the nose the way you like it. I applied some light powder on the bridge of the nose to highlight it, and also on the sides, because if the sides are dark, it makes the nose look whiter. This is how the contour looks like. For blush, I chose Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's absolutely gorgeous and goes really nicely with the bronzer. To apply it, I used a duo fiber brush. I applied the blush focusing on the apples of the cheeks, pulling it outwards. Don't you ever put the blush too close to the nose because it will look like you've been burnt. Stop approximately 1 finger width from your nose. Taking a shimmery highlighting powder, or maybe just a pearly shadow, apply it on top of your cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, and the cupid's bow. This trick is one of my absolutely favorites. It makes your lips look 10 times better. Apply a tiny little bit on the tip of the nose and on the deepest part of the bridge. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. For the lips, I used Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Prime Rose. In my taste, it was a little bit too pink, so I combined it with the color Nude Delight by Rimmel. If you want to make the lips look even more plumper, just add some gloss. I chose to use the color Sugar Pie by NYX. And the look is done. For more details on where to find me, go to the description below. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please press the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more videos, just subscribe. See you next time!